Welcome back to the Pancake World, everybody. This week we're going to take a look at Jeranism and some of his beliefs about rockets and space. If you've ever spent any time listening to Jeranism, you'll notice that he has an incensed disbelief in anything coming from NASA or SpaceX. Generally, his disbelief doesn't actually come from facts or reality, but off-the-cuff comments that he just doesn't understand what's going on. First, let's take a look at Jeran and Dave from DTRH reviewing the first launch of the Falcon Heavy from SpaceX and something they thought that was missing.
You know, it's going way faster than the speed of sound, and those things are going to slow it down to just a little faster than the speed of sound. That's what they said.
Now, I don't know about you.
Coming down. That is coming down. It's going to make a hole in the earth.
I'm going to turn it back up because I want to hear the sonic booms. I think they forgot them. Did you hear him?
Oh, true. No, not at all.
Let me see if I hear.
Well, crap. SpaceX forgot to add the sonic booms in their live feed. Let's take a look at some other footage.
Yep. I know at least one.
Oh, yeah! Oh! Separated.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe if you decide to do just a little bit of research, you'd have found them too. Next, I'd like everybody to hear what Jeran actually thinks those rockets are. Because he doesn't think they're actually rockets. He's got another weird idea.
You're stopping 40,000 pounds. Look at this thing, 40,000 pounds. Yep, not going to blow a hole right through that asphalt and just land like that. Ta-da! Ladies and gentlemen, if you want to believe that, putas, enjoy yourself. Enjoy being deceived and people laughing at you for it. I mean, this is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Now, am I saying nothing lands there? Nope. I've seen enough footage from people who are all around the area. They all see the same thing. Congratulations, folks. You are cheering for a helium balloon coming down. That's what you're cheering for. You know? And, a lot of people are saying that they've seen the thing land. And so they say, well, Jeran, you said that that's fake every time they land it. Well, if whatever they're landing is really a rocket, then I have opinions about what it's made of and what's inside it, and that it might be a helium balloon. And I don't think they're landing, 40,000 or 50,000 pound rockets. Now,
Okay, Jeran. For argument's sake, let's say that those are helium balloons going up, and it's all just a farce. Let's take a look at what they actually look like coming down. That looks like a pretty explosive helium balloon, Jeran. I didn't know helium was reactive like that. I might be wrong, though. There's another explosive helium balloon, Jeran. It's a pretty heavy helium balloon there, Jeran. Causing that leg to fold over like that? That went down pretty fast. I thought helium was supposed to go up, Jeran. Oh, that's a long ways away, but that's coming down pretty fast. Isn't helium supposed to float, Jeran? Why did it go under the water? Okay, so that's SpaceX footage. We can claim that that's part of the NASA industrial complex, and that's all a lie. I'm not sure if there's any actual footage out there that doesn't belong to SpaceX or NASA. Let's take a look. No, that's not SpaceX, Jeran. That's floating pretty good. Oh, it's toppling over. Well, I guess helium does float. So let's assume that that rocket is filled with helium. It's a giant balloon. But that looks fairly mechanical. If it's just a helium balloon, why would they need all that other stuff? It looks pretty heavy, too. Yeah, that's a lot of mechanical parts in there, Jeran. I'm not sure they would need that if it was just a helium balloon. And that's very metal. Metal's kind of heavy. So I honestly don't know the ratio for, lift to helium, how much you would need to put in that. And those look like rocket motors at the bottom. But I'm sure they'd be powerful enough to lift helium. Shouldn't that be floating right now if it was helium? Why would it have to be picked up by a crane, Jeran? I mean, that still looks pretty heavy to me, Jeran. It doesn't look very helium-like. Yeah, that looks like a rocket to me, Jeran. I'm sorry. You're going to have to come up with something better than helium. So as you can see, according to Jeran himself, he doubts that rockets are actually rockets. He's disingenuous with his claims about what he's observing because he refuses to actually go out and examine the evidence. And he thinks that rockets are actually helium balloons. I'm going to go out on a limb and say that this is not an actual belief that anybody could have if they observed reality. And flat earthers claim that they're constantly observing reality, and that's where they base their information on. So my next message is to Jeran's followers. Examine what he tells you. Actually evaluate it. Because what he tells you doesn't make sense. And why doesn't it make sense? It's because Jeran doesn't believe it. Jeran is not an actual flat earther. Jeran is a fake. Jeran is a fraud. He's doing nothing but giving his believers what they want. Excuses and reasons to feel that they are empowered by that little bit of knowledge that nobody else seems to have, and that the earth is flat. Jeran doesn't believe the earth is flat. He's selling you a lie.